It's light. All right. Let's give this another go. Oh, Christ. Hi. Welcome back. This is going to be part 2. More to address what I did in part 1. You know, I sent it out to a few trusted friends and family. I wanted a little criticism. I wanted to see what I could do better, or what I could, change, what I could address if my point wasn't getting across or being relayed properly. So I have notes, because, I said I'd take fucking notes. So I got a few bullet points I need to cover. Speed it up, and secondly, I sound like an idiot. That's well, that's all right. Well, let me get to my statement, because I want to make sure that like, what the fuck do you have to do that you don't have 18 minutes to spare to watch some angry fat guy talk about stuff? The amount of time wasted daily, hourly on everything out there, all the stimuli, Facebook and Twitter and the news and TV and everything else. Like I wanted 18 minutes apparently. That, yes, admittedly, I could have probably cut down to 2. But when you do that, you really lose the organic quality that it is. Because, as I said, I am not a public speaker, and I find it uncomfortable to just look at the camera lens at this point, because I'm just staring at an inanimate object, and it's just not natural. I'd much rather be speaking in person. But, as we already kind of covered, that's not in the cards just yet. People have, taking issue with me trying to open. But, we're gonna work through that. What else do I got? Focus more on the mission statement. Apparently, it wasn't clear enough in the first one. I'm not going to do that. I think it was clear enough. So, if you want to get a little more in depth on the mission statement, I'm going to need you to waste 18 more minutes of your time to watch the first one. So, I'll just cross that out. Me crossing it out probably could be avoiding more lost time. But it's okay. Oh, and this one. This is a real weird one, actually. I did not see this coming. Very surprising, and it was actually explained to me in a really, really thorough way, and I would never have catched on to it. But I showed it to someone who is very religious. His family is very religious, Catholic, go to church, gone to church his whole life, probably Sunday school, CDC. I mean, who the fuck knows? The whole, kit and caboodle. So he even told me, you should, you were really profound with your not wanting money from anyone. And I explained, I'm like, yeah, it's the whole gist of, like, I don't want anybody's money. I mean, this is happening for a reason, and the reason is not to take money from people. That's got nothing to do with it. But he explained to me, he's like, look, a lot of people in the Catholic faith, Christian, Methodist, whatever, across the board, around the gambit, they donate a lot of their money to the church because, they want that's just what they want to do. Now, whether they do it out of the kindness of their hearts or whether they do it because they need, a tax deduction or whatever reason, whether it be nefarious or just they want to help out because, these places do require currency to operate. Our government doesn't stipend, churches with money because they're supposedly doing good. So he said, your disdain for money being donated is very profound. And he's like, what happens if somebody actually wants to donate, wants to help the church out? Like they have, good standing. They want to be able to do something. I should not vilify them for even offering. So, in all fairness, if anyone wants to give a few bucks, help out, fix something or whatever, I am completely open to that. Of course I could use help, but I don't want that to be, some sort of requirement, because it is furthest from it. And to prove that, if anyone donates any money, it will go directly to a very nice sports car for myself and probably coke and hookers. But I just want you to know I will spend it wisely. It's very important to me you understand that. It's not going to go over well. No, it will not go to myself. It will not go to any sort of, what do they call that? Vices. Anything that is donated to this church will 100% be used to benefit this church. Or if this church is not in need of anything, it will go to another worthy cause. And a cut will not be taken by this church. If I want to donate, if people donate a good amount of money here, then it has to go somewhere. If it's not being used for this church, it will not be used by myself or anyone on the board. I know. Don't worry, there's a whole lot of crap that goes into a church and how it operates. You gotta have a board and everything else. My board is pretty much silent, and they're just let me run roughshod on this thing. But if everything's all done, and then we're gonna have to find a worthy charity, somewhere that doesn't have a bunch of commercials on TV where 50, 60, 70, 80% of the donations just go to a bunch of jerk-offs that are running the charity, and then they throw, they give a solid 10, 15% to the people for the charity, which is, also fucking disgusting. But, so, yes, I will not vilify you if you want to donate some money. I will not look down upon you if you're like, look, I just want to help out. Maybe put some heat in the motherfucking place. He was right to explain it to me the way he did. Just had anyone else said it, I probably would have just destroyed him verbally, but he had a good point. Yeah, you gotta open yourself up for that. I mean, I'm going to be wrong about a lot of things. I don't do it to try to mislead people. It's just, I'm flawed, much like everybody else. So we're gonna do that too. What else do we got here? If I guess we're gonna have to talk about the mission statement a little bit. It's abundantly clear. I don't know, I find myself for a lack of direction at the moment. I really only took a few bits of criticism, so it's hard to go where I'm going to go with that. And I don't know. I'm going to pause now and try to collect myself because I don't want to waste anyone's precious time. So, yep. All right, we're going to continue. It's been 10 minutes. 10 fucking minutes. And I feel as though everything was forced. And I drove it down everybody's throat. And quite frankly, I don't like it. It's not the way I wanted to do things. I don't want to do this. I don't want to force any of this. All of this has to be organic. It cannot be driven by a script or anything else. I mean, I actually paused because I didn't want you to have to watch me try to figure this out. But, oh God, it's enraging. Now, I understand people have criticism, and it's going to be critiqued all over. You know, everyone's going to have their 2 cents that they're going to have to chime in and tell me, you know, what they think and, you know, express their opinion, and they got every right to. And, God, it felt so. It's nauseating. I'm never gonna do that again. Never. I'll address certain things, but they have to happen in a certain way. I'm never gonna read from a fucking piece of paper. Ugh, God. Actually, I feel like a whore just from doing it. Because things have to happen naturally, and that really goes to what's happening here. It's not something that I fully understand. I've made that fairly clear. I don't know why I'm doing this. I just know this is what I need to do. And I know that it's as uncomfortable as some of this may be, that there is a purpose. And there is a goodness to it. Now, a lot of people won't see that, and that's okay. You know, we all have our own ways of seeing things. But I mean, I'm a skeptic and I'm a cynic by nature. So everything I'm going to have to, you know, it's going to be delivered in a different way that you're used to. And I'm sorry, but you might actually have to waste a little more time to bother taking it all in, and don't. If it's too much and too much of a cross to bear to have to listen to me, then you don't have to in any way, shape, or form. And that'll be just fine for me, for you, for everybody else. And that's how it's going to be. But I will touch on something that somebody said, and they don't understand my mission statement or what I'm doing. I don't fully understand what I'm doing at this point. I just know this is where I'm supposed to be, and I am supposed to try to genuinely help people. And that's it. I wish I had the words. I wish I had the cadence. I wish I had the pageantry, the theatrics, the everything else, that a lot of places are bringing today. But a lot of times that polished, that polished thing that you take in it's just an act. It's theater. It's a way to profit. And I don't honestly know if actually helping people is even on the list of things to accomplish. Entertain, yes. They want to entertain. They want people to feel good. They want people to open up their pocketbooks. And I don't know if this is going to be entertaining whatsoever. I mean, I don't have any theatrics planned. I don't have a choir. I don't have someone to play the organ. And I mean, I might end up being like this the entire time, stammering a little bit and kind of just working through what I'm trying to say. You could think I was put here, that there is a higher power that put me here, that puts me right here, right now, talking to whoever's watching this. I mean, it's possible. Why wouldn't it be? Or it's really up for your own interpretation. But I just know I can't change what this is for any reason. And I'm not going to pander or kowtow to anyone else. This is how it has to be. It has to be just off the cuff. It has to be shoestring. And I mean, I wish I got the St. Francis treatment. I wish I had that moment where God spoke to me. Or, whatever God you worship, whatever God you believe in. I wish I had that moment where it was made clear. And people will say, you've been pushed towards this for this reason, for that reason, or whatever. I don't know what's fact, what's fiction, what's interpretation. And it's not for me to figure it out, because quite frankly, there's a lot of things that are not figured out, just are. We are all here. This is a pretty complicated thing, human existence. It didn't just pop up out of nowhere, or maybe it did, or was it caused by outside stimuli that nobody knows about, or was this, it's just too many questions and no proof of any of them. So we believe what we believe, and we walk the path we walk, and that's because of the choices and decisions that we make. And all of that could be caused by the experiences and things that we hear. But this place is going to do exactly what it is going to do. It is not going to follow a well-regimented script. It is not going to be manipulated, turned, changed because of a lack of understanding. Now, criticism, I welcome 100%. Some of it will be annoying and piss me off because nobody wants to be told they look like a jerk off. But, sure that's going to fucking come up once or twice. So, the real thing is to gather like-minded individuals who would like to learn different ways, would like to listen to different interpretations of things and come to their own conclusions, because everything is grossly manipulated by the interpreter. You know, the Bible reads one way and it's interpreted 10,000 different ways. The New Testament, Old Testament, I mean, everything. Everything has a different scholar chiming in and saying, well, this is what they mean by that passage. This is what they mean by this passage. And there's conflicting opinions across the board. Nobody knows, you know, what the true original author intended. There's just the perception, and this is what I think they were talking about. And that's a lot of what we're going to do. We're going to decode that a little bit. We're going to put that on the table and discuss how you feel about it, what you see, what you think they're talking about. And just like I said, I mean, I'm a skeptic and a cynic all at the same time. So some of the things that are, you know, made to be the best thing that ever happened might end up being something a little bit different. But it doesn't make anyone a bad person for questioning it, for asking, you know, what do you think about it? And it's more why I'm here. It's more why this church is here. And that's what we're going to do. and we're going to see this through. You know, come hell or high water. And that's the reason I'm here now. So, I mean, that's really the best I can surmise for you. And God, I don't even want to look at how many fucking minutes I used. After my speed first 10. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna wrap it up now. I've probably destroyed enough people's time. Thank you for coming back. Hopefully I explained a few things from the first one. Maybe got a little clarity. Might have even made it worse. So, you know, but I just I need to be true. I can't manufacture this shit. I can't play that game. So, again, thank you for taking the time. I'll talk to you soon. Holy shit, 22 minutes. Motherfucker. There'll be a lot of bitching about this.